We get it. Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 34th episode of the show Power Rangers Turbo, as well as the 239th episode overall, titled The Turn of the Wretched Wrench. We begin this episode in shop class where Carlos and Ashley are working together on a car engine. Carlos goes to start the car and the teacher comes over saying that time is up. The engine just turns over, making the teacher do blackface. He says if anyone knows what they did wrong, and everyone raises their hand. Ashley wonders why she's taking this class to begin with. Deepak says that she can't see anything outside of the periscope, and she blames Elgar for some reason. He says he'll get someone to fix it, and he pulls out the yellow pages, finding the maniac mechanic, who appears before them. This monster wants to know what to do, and he's going to fix the periscope, then kill the Power Rangers. You know, the usual. Ashley is driving her car, and it starts to smoke, so she pulls over, pissed off. Wait, was she working on her own car before? That seems dangerous. The maniac mechanic fixes the periscope super quickly, and Deepak says that she wants him to build her a new battle wagon. And he says he can do it if she gets the parts. Then Deepak says, "You may touch me, bitch." Ashley's on the side of the road looking at the engine and she's pissed because this is too complicated. Then a tow truck comes up, pulling over, and it's Bulk and Skull. Ashley is immediately let down that it's them and not really help. They say they'll help Ashley out and Skull backs up slowly and he shatters Ashley's headlights. Ashley is so not into this, but Bulk lays down getting ready to hook the car up for the tow. Elgar and friends then show up ready to get parts. They walk past Skull, who is screaming, rolling up the window. Ashley tells them to get away from her car and Bulk can't hear anything. Elgar then starts taking parts from the car and Ashley is fighting off the Piranhatrons, but Bulk has no idea what's going on. Elgar then says he's got everything, and honestly, the way this is shot, it looks like Ashley's actress has learned a thing or two about fighting. Bulk says everything is ready to go, but then he's freaked out because her car is all messed up now. At the youth center, Ashley shows up thanking Bulk and Skull for the ride. She walks over to the others and TJ gives her a wrench as a congratulations on auto class. She's not going to mention how she just got jumped. Justin explains it's a lucky wrench, to which I say, shut up, Justin. Cassie is surprised Ashley is taking auto class, and Ashley explains she isn't interested in cars at all, but she's doing this to prove to her dad that she can do it because her dad said that girls shouldn't work on cars. What the fuck? This is too real. Her dad is a sexist. She wants to prove that she can do it, and Carlos says he sucks too, so it has nothing to do with gender. Good for you, Power Rangers. Bulk and Skull's pagers beep, and they want milkshakes before their next job. Ashley then finally tells the Rangers what happened with her car, and TJ says they'll have to get her car back in shape. Guys, I feel like there's a bigger thing to worry about here. In class, Ashley takes apart a carburetor, but now it won't go back together without a gas leak, and her teacher, Mr. Decker, tells her she needs to use a gasket if she's going to put it back together. Yeah, I don't think the lack of a gasket would cause a gas leak, but honestly, I had no idea. She walks back over to her car and she calls herself stupid for making so many mistakes, and Carlos tells her to calm down. Also, they're working on her car again, and I have to wonder how they got it there if Elgar took her tires. Then a car honks, so Mr. Decker opens the garage and Bulk and Skull are there. They're just lowering the frame of a car super hard onto the ground. On the space base, the maniac mechanic says he has a great parts, but he needs a place to work. And Deepak sees what's going on in the school garage, so he'll go down there and use the frame for her battle wagon. He appears, turning into a human as the students push the car inside. Mr. Decker sees him and he says he needs to get to where he belongs, and he says he's a new student. He is introduced to the class as Manny. He then starts freaking out, running around, and he gets a boner over Ashley's wrench, and he's freaking out Ashley and Carlos. Mr. Decker then comes over and he pulls Ashley aside. He explains that he knows that Ashley has been having some trouble in class, and the garage is open after school so she can work then if she wants. Manny then just twists her wrench somehow, almost like it's made out of rubber. Ashley tells Carlos in the hallway how she's going to go after school to work on the car, and Carlos offers to help her. In space, they see that the Rangers are going to the garage, so they need to stop the Rangers from fighting the monster so that he can work on the battle wagon. The Piranhatrons appear before Ashley and Carlos, who fight them off as we cut between their fight and the maniac mechanic working on the car. I guess this is supposed to be some sort of tension. They realize that Deotox wants more car parts for some reason, so they run into the garage. They find Manny there, and Ashley is mad that he has her wrench, and they try to look under the sheet, but Manny turns into a monster. Shift into Turbo. Manny then drives away in the battle wagon, so Ashley calls out her turbo cart, which I don't think I knew the name of, and she chases after him. It's now a pursuit, and Ashley calls him a maniac. Justin shows up, getting Carlos and the Storm Blaster, saying that Alpha filled them in. They take off. Manny then turns Ashley's wrench into a big prop, using it to remove Ashley's cart's wheels, knocking her out of it. He then takes off as the other Rangers are coming in, Lightning Cruiser and Storm Blaster. She gets in with Justin and Carlos and they chase after him. I feel like Justin isn't the one that should be driving her. Also, I just realized that their steering wheels are also on the wrong side for America. The maniac mechanic starts firing at them, and then he sends laser cutter things at them, ditching them. TJ takes off and the Storm Blaster is hit pretty badly. Never forget that these cars are sentient. Carlos says they'll fix the car somehow. Then TJ gets hit out of the sky by Manny, and now he can't get his car to start anymore. Oh, just kidding, he can. Manny is chasing TJ and Cassie through a field. Carlos and Ashley use their auto shop knowledge to figure out what's going on, and Ashley is the one who knows what to do somehow. Justin and Carlos are going on foot while Ashley gets Storm Blaster up and running again on her own. Carlos and Justin join the others, firing at the maniac mechanic. They get blown up some more. Ashley gets Stormblaster up and running, and while the battle wagon is coming toward the others, Ashley comes in on Stormblaster, jumping onto the battle wagon, fighting Maniac Mechanic on top of the moving battle wagon. This battle is really great, and for the first time ever, actually uses the Turbo Star Chargers. Forgot about those. She then gets free with the wrench in her belt, blowing up the Maniac Mechanic, and now her wrench is back to normal. The others congratulate her on a fight well fought, and Divatox launches the torpedoes. Maniac Mechanic is now giant, so they call out their rescue Zords, forming the Rescue Megazord. They start fighting against the Maniac Mechanic with giant wrenches. They then just have artillery power without getting it from the Zord Bay, so whatever, they fire and blow them up. That was a waste of 30 seconds. In the space base, Divatox is pissed that the monster lost because of course. Porto says that his guarantee expires in 2 seconds as soon as it's been about 2 seconds, and the periscope falls apart. Ashley is driving her car and she's explained to Carlos and Justin the difference between Stormblaster and a regular car, but no one cares, so Justin points out Bulk and Skull broken down on the side of the road. They help them out, and Skull says if they don't get to their next towing job in 10 minutes, they'll get fired. Ashley goes to help and Bulk says, I don't think, and Ashley says that a girl can do it, which no one suggested at all. She does one thing and she tells Skull to try it now, and it does, and it works. Carlos says that now they can keep their jobs, and Bulk says they can't because their boss called an hour ago. Okay, that was a pretty funny reveal. They all laugh about how Bulk and Skull failed once again. The end. This is actually a pretty great self-contained filler episode. They really messed up the landing there at the end with Ashley saying how girls can do anything when Bulk literally never suggested otherwise. But overall, the message of this episode's pretty great. Girls can do masculine things as well as feminine. Hopefully someday we'll get an episode showing boys doing feminine things, but we might have to hold our breath there for a while. Manny's a lot more annoying of a monster than I remember, and he's way creepier as a human than I remember. He definitely gives us Stranger Danger vibes when he talks to Ashley. But like I said, Tracy Lynn Cruz has gotten a lot better at fighting, and it really shows in her solo fights against those Piranhatrons. Overall, a pretty solid episode. So how will next time fare? Until then, may the power protect you.